Welcome to the OBR streaming network. This is All Eyes on Cleveland. My name is Brad Ward. The man next to me is Casey Kinnamon, the one and only big Case dog in the building. What's going on, Case?
Struggle busting it. I got a little chest cold brewing, but
Yeah.
ain't no way in hell I was missing this show, man. We got preseason football tomorrow. We got tons of stuff to talk about, and
Yeah.
just got to be here for the chat.
Yeah. Good on you showing up. Probably nothing like yours, but dealing with the allergies out there, it's just not great, But it is what it is. Nice, beautiful day. Can't ask for much different up here in Northeast Ohio, but allergies just overwhelming. But we've got much to discuss tonight.
Mhm.
Preseason game numero uno tomorrow night, which there will be a pregame show. Jeff Lloyd will host, and then we'll be on for postgame and others potentially. I know some others that will be there as well. So tune in here for that for sure. To react to what we see, which could be a wide variety of things, with Shedeur Sanders getting the start. Massive,
Huge
opportunity.
Massive.
Mom spaghetti moment, right? For Shedeur. So that's fun. And with the fun has come sabotage. Yeah. So with the fun has come an array of madness that the likes of which I have may not have seen before in my life.
We have sat through crazy things with this organization and this fan base. This. I was excited from the moment they said Shedeur starting. I got excited, man. It was a massive opportunity for the young man. We get to see how much he's progressing, what it looks like in this offense. You know what I mean? And then, unfortunately, I went to social media, and it was just a toxic wasteland of just moronic thought.
Yeah, nuts.
No
and not even just there, but people just people, even news people, people, talking heads nationally. We've lost all the grip on reality here.
I've convinced myself if this exact same scenario happened to another organization, this wouldn't even be it wouldn't be in the news cycle.
Yeah.
But because
another player, I think it's the combination of it
definitely is. It definitely is. But it's just
So what is in the last 24 hours or 48 hours? Extend it to however you want.
Yeah.
Since we learned that Shedeur would be starting on Friday night, and the joint practices went down and everything, because a lot had to do with some of that we mixed in there, some of the drama. But do you? What's the most absurd thing you've heard?
The most absurd thing I've heard.
I know it's hard to limit it to one, but
and it is. I have so many competing. The one that I just couldn't wrap my head around, and at first I was like, "Are you trolling?" But this person truly believed what they said. That Shedeur is going to go out there and ball and prove how dumb the Browns front office is.
Right.
And how you get to that end from that beginning, I have no idea. But this person was all in that he's going to ball out and it's going to expose how dumb the front office is.
Right. Because they're the ones that drafted him.
Yeah. Every other team passed on him, some of them more than 5 times because they had more draft picks, and it's to get to that conclusion that the team that gave him the shot is going to look dumb if he plays well. Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth?
Yeah.
Did you run this by anybody, or is this just you're running with this? This is what we're doing.
It's what a lot of people are doing. It's this narrative that because we've been monitoring reps so closely that that Shedeur's lack of first team reps has him insufficiently prepared to start in this game, which may be true or may not be true, because he's getting the opportunity based on injury.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to be playing at the first teamers this time either. He's going to be playing at the same guys he's been playing.
Well, yes, and he's going to be going against a NFL first team for at least 2 series.
Yeah, the Canal said he's trying to get 12 plays out of his starters. Yeah. I think the number he gave up. But but Shedeur's had that many reps against the Browns' first team defense. I'm not.
He has.
You know what I mean? This is a massive opportunity. Like people seeing this as a bad thing blows my mind. Like this is what I want to see how far along he's progressed, what it looks like in this system. You know, and I'm not throwing shade on the Panthers. It's not like they're playing the '85 Bears. Like,
no, you're not. So and a lot of this, I think came with like placement, and I just wanted to go through this because there's not a lot of clarity here, but like placement of Huntley reps in the joint practice, right? Because even like Zach Jackson was like, I don't know what they're doing. Well, let's think about it. Let's do some critical thinking, okay?
Please, let's do some critical thinking.
Let's
I think people
just
could
do
some good.
Some critical thinking here on the show.
Yep.
All right. And we know that going into the joint practice, Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel were not going to participate in the game, and they are limited to just 7-on-7s.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so we know that, right?
Yep.
First and foremost. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, 11-on-11 in the red zone. Joint practice reps. Joe Flacco, then Shedeur Sanders, then Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley got 2 reps to Flacco's 8 to Shedeur's 4, I believe. Something like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, sounds right. In the another 11-on-11 period, Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, Tyler Huntley. Flacco had 8. Shedeur came in for 4. Huntley, 2 plays. 7-on-7s. Now, here's where people start to lose their mind. But remember, these guys can only participate in 7-on-7s.
Yep.
So you should really throw this out the window.
It should.
Like
the
reps. Common sense would tell you that, right? Flacco, Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Tyler Huntley in the second 7-on-7. Who cares? It's all they can do. It's all they can do. The first 7-on-7, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, Dillon Gabriel. And in the first 11-on-11, Flacco, Sanders, Huntley.
Yeah.
What is absurd about that? What is so wrong about that? That like this set off alarm bells in people's minds, like that somehow this was crazy town to play Shedeur with the 2s. I mean, what did they want him to do?
That's the whole thing. That's the crux. So the people that are mad that he's getting to play now because he didn't have all these precious reps or whatever, they would rather the Browns start Huntley by that logic then? Just to keep him out of that? Like, this is what they have to do. The other 2 quarterbacks that would have played are hurt. They are injured.
They're hurt.
This is what they have to. I'm pumped for the kid. I don't know how people aren't, and they see it as as sabotage, or they're holding his career hostage. The things that I've heard this week, man, Common sense is anything but common, brother.
Okay, so here we have a person in the chat that is along this insane line of thinking. Go Bucks in here. Yo, these former NFL players and GMs saying Browns are trying to sabotage Shedeur. Yeah, that is crazy. I'm not sure it's sabotage or the Browns have no clue what they're doing. What would you like them to have done? Go Bucks. What's wrong with that? What's generally wrong with the way they have treated Shedeur Sanders? Listen, procedurally, from the get, he was behind. He has taken every opportunity that he has been given, and he has played well. And in my opinion, has passed Gabriel with the benefit of injury and the last few days that we saw him. He didn't get rushed into it. He caught up procedurally on some of this stuff, but he making plays when he got the opportunity. He worked his way into for some first team reps in practice. He played second behind Joe Flacco in the joint practice, and he's getting the start on Friday night. What could we possibly be complaining about? How is there sabotage coming out of people's mouths? What world are we living in that you draft someone and want to hold them down? I don't get it. People have lost their mind.
I maintain it's because we wear the orange helmet with a stripe down the middle, man. If this was another team operating under the same capacity, this wouldn't even be in the news cycle. But because it's us and because it's him, it's become this huge powder keg of terrible takes. And I went through emotional ranges with this. Like I was actually furious today about 1:00. I had read all I could read about it and just I couldn't not. And now I'm to the point where like if you actually feel that way, I feel sorry for you that that's the way you see this. Like this is crazy. Like that's your rational. If you look at the actual thing, how it's unfolding, and that's how you see it as like organizational malpractice.
Yeah.
He's a 5th-round rookie. I know people have their heart set that they thought that he should have been taken 2nd overall, but you should be mad at your own expectations. Because after the NFL first round was over and nobody went to get him, the league's telling you they don't see him as a day one starter. It's someone who's if he plays it's going to take a minute. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Doesn't put a cap on his career of how great it could be down the road. But he's going to have to, and he's learning the ropes, and that's what he's doing right now. This is a beautiful thing that he's getting this opportunity. And people have twisted it and turned it to make it this weird thing that the Browns are sabotaging his career. Are they inferring that those two players aren't hurt and they're being told to fake injuries so that they can expose Shedeur for all of his flaws? Is that like I don't get what the angle would be. Where's the good in doing what they're claiming that the Browns are trying to do to Shedeur? Like how does that benefit them? The team that actually drafted the kid after every other team in the league had multiple opportunities and said no, thank you. Like, where's the angle? Someone else has to paint this picture for me because I just don't see it.
I don't see it either. And like, listen, I get that there are a lot of people that love Shedeur, and I'm a fan.
Good, dude.
Just because of what he's done since he's been here, because he has nailed it. Outside of a speeding ticket, which I never gave a shit about in the first place, he has nailed every interview. They ask him about reps. He says he's grateful for the reps he gets. He needs to be ready. He's working. He's studying. He told his dad to stay away. Didn't want this distraction. I mean, he's been pitch perfect. Yeah. He said everything right. I have no complaints.
Nope.
He's busting his ass, and he's earned an opportunity here. Okay, wonderful. I hope he balls out. I really do. I hope he balls out.
But even if that happens, you already know what the narrative's going to be. It's like, see, I told you he could have been doing this the whole time. He should be the starter. And
that's the problem.
That's what's going to happen, man.
That's the problem. Instead of, man, they really did a good job of bringing him along and whatever, it's going to be, his success will be thrown at like, oh, the Browns, they were just holding him back. So he got an opportunity. He showed out like, dude, but want any negatives will be
it's the Browns' fault. Anything that's negative out of this game will be
no matter what.
Do you know what I mean? You can already see what it's about to happen. It's going to be exhausting. I'm trying to this isn't anything limited to Shedeur. This is a preseason game. It's always it's good to stay even killed throughout these because you're going to see players make plays. You're going to see players miss on plays. It's a preseason game, man. Don't put too much value into what happens into these to what it's going to mean tangibly right now. Like this is okay. No one's setting their depth chart based off what happens off the first preseason game. Do you know what I mean? Like let it play out. But people are incapable of it, Brad.
Case, listen, this isn't meant to be an insult because I just said everything I like about the kid, right?
Yeah.
And I like him. But like he is treated by his fan base like he is the greatest gift to football.
Mm-hmm.
Casey, he went 13-12
Yeah.
at Buffalo and went to the Alamo Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about here? I understand. I see the potential there. I see the ceiling there. But like let's let him get there. Like he does have to earn it like everybody else, right? He doesn't just get gifted
Yeah.
the number one spot. And if they didn't see that from day one that he walked in the building, the Browns didn't identify the day one he walked in the building, he should be starting in front of every other quarterback they've ever seen, and he should get first team reps out of the gate no matter what. Then they failed. They misevaluate. No, dude, they're evaluating every day. Their evaluations are changing daily, probably on these guys.
Yeah.
They are learning about them right now.
Yeah.
There is no deadline here. You don't have to have a full evaluation. The Browns aren't due to turn in an evaluation on these guys by week 1. And they're privy to about 80% of stuff that we aren't.
We'll never know.
That we will never know.
Yeah.
That they are working in the locker room and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
I hope he balls the fuck out on Friday night because it's the best thing for the Browns. And I guarantee every coach there does too. Every person in the front office does too.
Every player.
It is absurd to think that they would want anything other than success for someone that they traded up to draft.
If it's an indictment on the Browns, then what does that say about the rest of the league? Do you know what I mean? Like for the people to turn it into a negative, it's like no one else even gave them the opportunity, man.
Yeah.
Now you can argue that we jumped up because some teams were about to, but we're talking 5th round was when that happened. It wasn't like, if he was who his fans believe him to be, those trades would have came overnight after the 1st round. People would have been fighting to get over themselves to pick him up. You know what I mean? So I'm with you. Like I've enjoyed his press conferences. I think he's been endearing. I think that he's doing all the right things. My favorite thing that he's done so far off the field is tell his dad to stay away because he's not where he wants to be right now. That's the mentality he should have. And that's what the things that we're like, okay, the circus is Dion getting on talk shows and talking about it and it being a focus. And then if he comes to camp, it's a whole different thing. That's the smart thing, tell him to stay away. There'll be plenty of time for this after you're the starter, but you got to put in the work to get there. And he realizes that. And this opportunity he has tomorrow night's not lost on him. I guarantee you that. And we're going to get to see some guys that are going to be playing on Sundays for the Browns. They're not sitting everyone. They didn't,
No.
But we're going to get to see Harold Fan, and we're going to get to see Jamari Thrash. We're going to get to see some of these guys and how he works with them and these concepts. So, for the love of Jesus, man, just let it play out. Just let it play out, man. He's getting the opportunity. I think that's all we can ask for, so we can see it. The one thing that I'm gonna warn people is, no matter how bad or how good it is, don't let that. Just let it play out. It doesn't. Tomorrow night's not the. I've never seen people put more weight on the first preseason game ever. Like it's wild. It's wild the weight they're putting on this.
Yeah. So my thing, and it's. I hate to do this to Ken because he's a buddy of mine, but this morning on 92.3, if Shedeur doesn't play well on Friday night, it's an indictment on Kevin Stefanski.
Yes, we're talking about a 5th round rookie in his first action ever in the first preseason
first
game.
Ever live game action in a preseason game.
The hyperbole is at an all-time high, man. To think of all the things that we've sat through and had to watch watch the things happen, and to see us get to this, and then, dude, oh my god,
that is just asinine talk. Like, what are we saying here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
And this is the
So,
nationally televised game on NFL Network at 7:00. There's
Yeah.
a lot of games happening. This one's on NFL Network, so there's going to be a
Yep.
ton of outsiders watching it, and the opinions weighing in after are going to be, "I told you so." If he plays well, and if he plays poorly, it's the Browns are sabotaging his kid's career. Those are the only two outcomes that I see. I don't see any level-headed takes. Like, hey, he looks pretty good. Looks like he's progressing. He's still taking a while to get through all of his reads. Maybe he's holding it on. Like the nuances of football that you could actually leverage criticism to things that need criticism and give praise for the things that need praise. That'll be missing. It'll be A or B. Either it was great or it was trash. There's not going to be any middle ground.
let me ask you this. This is gonna sound like a question because this is kind of in the realm of that crazy stuff, right? Did 31 other teams understand that this was going to happen no matter what with him?
It's got to be part of the evaluation, right?
He's not a 5th-round draft pick. He's a second at worst, talent-wise.
Yeah.
I had him as a first.
I had him as a second. That's where we stood, right?
But, right. And,
And then
and teams
people were saying you
passed on
got
him
to
for
ignore that
5
side of
rounds.
it, but obviously, as fans, it's one thing to say, but organizations ignore. You know what I mean? They couldn't ignore that fact, the lightning
Yeah.
rod that comes with it.
Is this what teams didn't want to deal with?
It's be who you can afford to be, and if he was an undeniable franchise guy out the box, then yes, every team would have put up that needed a quarterback would have put up with that. But because he wasn't, because he's going to take a little bit of development, and which means you're going to be a backup probably your rookie year, maybe your first 2 years. You know what I mean? More than likely, teams aren't going to put up with that for a backup. No one wants that.
Yeah. Man. Because it's hard to live in this world and the shame of it is none of it is his fault.
No, he's done everything he's supposed to do. He's done everything.
He's done everything right.
He's done everything right, man. Go ball, young man. Go ball. Make it push Gabriel. Like there's levels to this shit, and earn your way up. And then when it's your turn, man. That's and
yeah, you know how I feel about Gabriel. I never thought that was the right move. So, ball out.
Yeah,
you know.
But we have to acknowledge how the team sees it, and he has to make that a conversation. Go out there and do it, man. Go. Those reps are valuable, super valuable. Go kill it. But can we also, before we move off this, can we stop with this unofficial depth chart shit? Like people are incapable. They see it, and it says unofficial right on it. It says it.
Yeah.
Which the team doesn't make this. No one in the coaching staff gave that to somebody to print. They
no
would never
coaches
do such a
were
thing.
involved. No coaches were involved.
And people just touting that, man. Like someone in their social media team put that out. That's what it's always been. That isn't new. That's how it's always gone. And people put so much weight into that and get angry or celebrate it. It's like it's not real, man.
Or Jimmy Haslam somehow disrespected him by saying that he went to bed that night not thinking that he was going to draft Shedeur Sanders because they already drafted a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he didn't expect him to be there in the 5th round. That's the context around the statement. Not because he didn't want him, for fuck's sake. But that's the narrative that people want to take, is that he didn't want him, Casey. Like, what world, like, what jumping jacks and twisted mind games do you have to play to get to that end result from that statement? It's absurd. And I saw Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco talking about how that was disrespectful on Nightcap. 2 guys that played in the league. Like, what are you idiots? Like,
I don't know, man. It's everybody's on that hot take machine, dude. They're all, if it was any other organization, man, I don't think that's the narrative. If Jerry Jones would have said it, yeah, he'd have got the same treatment. But very few owners in the league would have made that, and then the context wouldn't have been taken into consideration with the statement. It would have just been Jimmy Haslam hates Shedeur Sanders. Didn't want him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but only here.
Didn't want him. Yeah.
It's going to take so many years in a row of winning and being an actual contender before these narratives die. That's the sad part. We've seen we could go 11-5 and it didn't kill any of that noise. The second that things go wrong, it's the Browns. See, they're a, it's going to take so much winning before those narratives die.
I guess
I wish it
so
wouldn't,
many-
man. I wish you could.
there's
Like,
so
oh,
many
this is
different outcomes that could come from this. Like this whole just where the Browns are at now. There's so many different. There's just such a wide variance of what could happen this season, what could happen with the quarterbacks this season, what could happen in next year's draft. There's just a wide variance there that I think that there's a couple outlets that could do them some favors where they come out looking okay.
Well, the problem is anytime that anyone's given us the benefit of the doubt in the offseason, we've usually shit the bed the following season.
I understand.
So it's hard for teams for media outlets to be behind it. The draft next year is weird for me because I'm not sure there's much either one of these rookies could do to stop the Browns from taking a quarterback if they find themselves with a top 5 pick.
Yeah, speaking of, so today I was looking at odds case. I thought I'd grab this for tonight. Odds on first pick next year. You want to take a guess?
It's probably us.
2020, 2026. No, not team, player. College player. 2026 first overall pick. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on this list, or maybe they have more. Either way, 5 or 6. At plus 250, who do you think the leader is?
I mean, probably the kid that I don't believe is coming out, Arch, if I had to guess.
Nope.
My what I would get if it was me, I would say Lenore Sellers.
Nope.
All right. Well, who is it?
Any more guesses?
I mean, I could just start throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks, but those are my guesses. So,
Drew Aller
okay,
is the favorite right now at plus 250. Second is LSU's Garrett Nussmeier at plus 350. Third is Lenore Sellers at plus 600.
yeah.
Tied with him is Clemson's Cade Klubnik. And fifth, R.G. Manning, plus 950.
Yeah, I just don't see him coming out, man.
I don't either. But the other 4 I do.
There's a wide variance for Lenore's. There's a world where Lenore's transfers to another school after this. You know what I mean? It just depends on how it goes. Nussmeier, Aller, and Klubnik, they're coming out no matter what. And I think Lenore Sellers is the most talented of all those guys.
Yeah, I'm there with you. So other things from joint practices. You're watching All Eyes on Cleveland. That's Casey Kinnamon. My name is Brad Ward. This is All Eyes on Cleveland. As far as the starters, I mean, the worst takeaway was the penalties that we hear about.
Yeah.
There was lots of penalties, pre-snap penalties.
Yeah.
That's got to stop. I mean, they cannot exist in a world where they don't win in the margins.
You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not.
Unfortunately, that's been a theme though, right? Like I don't know. There's a couple ways to look at that. I mean, obviously, these are grown men. They should be counted on to be able to do their job and do it without infraction. But it's just carried over season to it makes me wonder, like, what is not being emphasized. I'll effort penalties I'm cool with. Like I won't celebrate them obviously, but like effort penalties are one thing. But pre-snap procedural stuff, man, you can't live in that world, man. You can't live in a deficit. Whether on offense behind the sticks or on defense just giving up free yardage.
Can't do it. Outside looking in, what happens if slash when the Browns select a quarterback next draft, and either of the current rookie quarterbacks actually ends up being better than them? Doesn't that create more drama and questions? I
I
would
don't
say
give a shit.
no.
I don't give a shit, dude. Get the guy,
I
whatever it
don't
takes.
care who it is.
Whatever it takes.
If you
Get the guy.
find somebody that can play quarterback, it's a win.
Yes, 100%.
Period.
100%. It's the whole this wide net you're casting this year, and unless something crazy happens and it takes them out of the market, or the Browns win too many games and Jacksonville wins too many games and they can't, they can find themselves sitting at with the 10th and 15th pick, and maybe that changes things. But
Yeah.
if you find yourself in a position to get someone you believe is a franchise dude, and then you bring him in, and then if one of your guys step up, that's a great problem to have.
Great problem to have.
You know what I mean? I'm all about great problems. I got
Yeah.
enough shitty problems.
Those are champagne problems for
Yeah,
people in
buddy.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the whole purpose of this thing is to find a quarterback. So if you find one, whether it be this year or next year, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
You find one, you're on your way.
Yes.
That's how it works in the NFL.
Yep.
Um, Flacco reportedly looked good. Judy looked good. Was talking mad shit. I heard
Mm-hmm.
was all over the field telling everybody that would listen that he was cooking them, and he couldn't wait till they looked at the tape because they were all getting cooked by him, which is fun. I
Hell
love
yeah.
that for
Yeah,
him.
man.
So
I love the fact
yeah,
that Flacco called him a difference maker.
yep.
That's how he.
hmm
I love that.
Flacco's messaging is one of this is my job right now.
It's a calming presence.
And I continue to hear Nathan Zagura still say that Kenny Pickett is going to be the starter week 1.
Yeah, that's wild to me. I don't listen to CBD anymore. I just can't do it to myself. But that is it's crazy. It's crazy that narrative's still sticking around, even though the guy's not even on the field anymore. But I don't know.
Insane.
I mean, the Browns are obviously higher on Pickett than any of us are. Like I think that's safe to say.
Clearly. But
you can't. I
how
don't think
could
you can sell that to the locker room. I think that's what that comes down to. How you gonna sell that to the locker room?
Yeah, Connie says Zagura says it every day. It's shit. Yeah, I mean, he is very convinced, and I just don't know how you could look at your locker room and say, "Hey, this guy's going to lead us out there week 1 and not this guy at this point." I feel like that would be doing a disservice to everybody in there.
Yeah, I can't. Can you look Joel Bitonio in his eyes
and say you came back for the leather?
You came back for us to not play the guy that gives us the best chance to win.
Yeah, you came back for some leather work at quarterback,
for some big dreams.
Big dreams, small hands, big dreams. Yeah. So he keeps saying that, man.
Look, man. I'll say this about Nathan Zagura. That man deserves a Medal of Honor because when he got here in 2014, no 2013, when he got here, he sat through some of the worst football I've ever seen played and was the most positive human being every day on the air.
Yeah.
When it was him and Wilhelm, if you think how he kept that up through that entire thing, I have no idea.
I love Nathan.
Yeah,
this is nothing against him.
But I've also seen him be wrong. Like
Yeah. I love him, but I just can't. I can't take that idea that they're that invested in Pickett at this point seriously.
Yeah, same.
And the messaging coming from Flacco is one of you interviewed 2 people after the joint practice. You interviewed Myles Garrett and Joe Flacco.
The faces of both sides of the
ball. Is
that
not your starting quarterback in the face of your defense?
That's the way I took it. And I mean, I've been in this mode for a long time now. That he's your starter, man. Like he gives you the best chance to win. He gives your offense the highest floor and the highest ceiling day one. Let's do that. No, James, I am not going to the game. I actually don't get off work until right around the time the game starts.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Do we really believe Andrew Berry won't mess up picking a quarterback if he's around in 26? I hate to break it to you, but I think he's going to be here in 26 no matter what. So that's kind of out of our hands, whether he messes it up or not.
I could see a 3-14 if a repeat of that doing the end of this regime, but like I don't think that's on the cards. I know the rest of the league doesn't agree with me, but I don't know. People are going to feel however they feel. I can't change your opinion on how you feel about people. I could tell you that the Browns are very high on Andrew Berry.
Yeah, that's where I mean, so. And so is the rest of the NFL. To be frankly honest, internally, the people that are hardest on him are Browns fans.
Yeah. That's the narrative that I've seen the most in the last few weeks. Is like Dorsey would have had this team to a Super Bowl by now. Like that's the one. And I've said this, and like I'm half kidding, but I'm half not. Like y'all deserve Freddie Kitchens. Like
yeah,
like this.
Yeah. So before we get into some other stuff, and I saw Jacob comment on it too on Judy. Judy could have a monster year, dude. I hope he just
stay healthy, man. Stay healthy, bud. He's in line.
And I know
he looks bigger to me this year.
He does, and he just looks bigger, faster, stronger.
And to your point earlier, like I haven't been to any of the training camps, so I'm living off the clips that are shared. That's what I'm living, and people's word that have been there. But one thing that I'm super encouraged, and I kind of gave Judy a hard time with this last year, is like I'm watching him hand catch the football. He's not trapping it into his body, which was kind of something he kind of does frequently.
Yeah.
A lot of these clips that I'm seeing, he is snatching high point, you know what I mean, palms out. Like that to me, that was the only missing part of his game. Like if he starts doing that, man, he could be an all-pro.
I mean, honestly, that changed last year in a lot of games, I think. So, yeah, I mean, he could have a monster year. I think that I would like to. I can't say that I feel like Ced Tillman has had a great camp by any stretch.
No, it hasn't followed up. It's he felt like he was coming out the gate good. Then that first injury happened where he went down the end zone with like calf cramp or it was heat related, and it feels like it hasn't gotten back on track since then.
But that doesn't. I mean, we've learned in the past that doesn't necessarily mean everything. No. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm agree with the Jacob here that Thrash has had a good camp.
So, and Deontay Johnson's had a good camp.
And thank you for. I didn't want to say it. I was going to say it, but I wanted you to make sure, because I know you don't believe until you see it for real. But
yeah, I'm not counting on it. But dude, this is encouraging. You can't.
He is having a good camp, and by the body language that I saw from him was very encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect to see or not see from QB play on Friday in terms of improvement or not, and any other position play on Friday? Well, I think that they're going to try to make it. Here's the thing with Shedeur. I think they'll let him play as long as he's not in physical harm. We have learned, and if you go back and look at in the past, what the Browns do in preseason games, they basically air it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And try to find shit that works. So if he's being protected, I think that they'll let him play into the second half.
We're not necessarily deep at running back right now, so I can't see them, taking all the air out of the ball. Obviously, you'll see some runs, but I agree with you. I think it'll be, I would say 2-1 passing in this
Yeah.
game. If you were to tell me like how to do what best case scenario, Shedeur plays the entire first half and comes out for the first drive in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that's the sample size we get to see, and let Snoop get his action, and we'll
Yeah.
reshuffle the deck next week before we go to Philly.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'd
Play,
like to see.
put together an efficient first half.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be complicated stuff. It'll be stuff that he's done in practice
Mm-hmm.
and he knows how to read, and they'll try to see if he can execute it.
Yeah.
For him, it's gonna be a lot about presence in the huddle, uh, getting in and out of the you know calls in, getting in and out of the huddle procedurally, language wise, like all of this stuff. I mean, this is his first time, right? So I'm encouraged by everything that I have seen from him in camp, and I think that he's a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that in put under the lights in a big spot, he'll play well as long as he can nail down that other stuff that he was kind of behind on at the beginning.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, that'd be huge. That'd be massive progress. I don't know if the rest of
yes,
the world will see it like that, but for me, that'd be massive progress. And obviously, it's the huddles, the taking command, it's getting to the line, it's the pre-snap to post-snap recognition stuff. And it's the preseason. Most teams are going to be massively vanilla as far as what they're
yep.
showing you. So you're not going to see you shouldn't see complicated blitzes. This is Evero's the DC of Carolina.
Oh, is he? I like him.
Yeah.
They need footwork. His footwork. Don't play backwards. Step up.
Mm-hmm.
Climb the pocket.
Even the under center stuff, turning your back to the defense, executing play fakes, getting up, recognizing,
If he can avoid the bad habits of, first step being to go backwards and
drifting
drifting and
I
instead stepping up to make a play or throwing the ball away, and then being also efficient when the reads are there.
Yeah, exactly.
And
don't go big play hunting. Take what's there in the progression. Stay with your progression. Have your feet match your eyes is a big thing that I want to see out of him.
Yeah. Not taking bad sacks, living to play the next down at a reasonable, not 3rd and 15, but 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 6. Those little things there, I think, are what's huge for Shedeur. And if he does it well, I think he'll play into the second half, and say he goes in the second half and first drive or second drive, they put points on the board, they pull him out. It's a massive victory.
Yes.
And you can firmly, in my book, put him ahead of Gabriel. But that's where I'm at with it.
I just want it to be a conversation, not with us, not with the fans, not with analysts. I want this to be a conversation with the coaching staff. Like, make it a conversation with them. Do that. Just that'd be a massive step for the young man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Either way, it's a huge opportunity. He gets a chance to prove.
Yes. And hopefully the fact that he is a gamer bears itself on the field. You know what I mean? And he makes things happen, dude. And keeps the chains moving and just leads the offense. Be a part of it,
Yeah, what are we going to see at running back? We're going to get, what do you think? We get to see a little bit of our rookie.
Yeah, you see some of Samson.
And a lot of Tua, whatever his name is.
Tua.
Yeah. And then, in the pass game, I expect Thrash. I don't think Tillman or Judy are playing. So
Thrash, Deontay,
Thrash,
Fannin, and then
Deontay,
all the guys who were like
and all the other guys,
the
all you
Caden
other guys.
Davises, the you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's
the
so many.
Ayuk,
There's so
the
many guys in my
Ayuks.
mind that are just like these guys would all make excellent practice squad guys, but they have a ton of those type guys. Maybe one emerges, you know what I mean? But like you'll get to see plenty of all of them.
Fannin should play.
You better. I'm looking forward to that.
That should be where he's looking. You can get some easy yardage there. Luke McClellan wants Luke
Mm-hmm.
Floria.
Yeah. Cool. Great.
I don't know if you can see the chat, but
I can't see anything that.
I can't post that up, but it made me laugh. Sorry. Yeah, I Fannin. We got to have a real conversation about DeAndre Carter.
Yeah. I mean,
he's gonna make this team, bruh.
That's what that's me. I was telling Jacob that's what. Until they show me that they're not interested in having a guy who's just that guy, then I'm gonna have to think he makes the team. Heaven forbid you have a DB or a wide receiver that actually contributes and returns. That's too novel for me.
Question: what happens if the play isn't the best and maybe well enough that a team proposes a trade? Do you think it's beneficial for the Browns to accept said trade to cut down the quarterback room? No, I would not trade either.
That could happen tomorrow night that would make me trade.
Yeah, I think he could look awful, and I don't like. You can't, if a guy goes out in his first NFL game and does poorly, that's par for the course. Like, most guys don't look good in their first live action in the NFL. That's just, you know what I mean? Even the best players don't. So,
Flacco mentioned
either way, I'm not giving up on him.
Flacco didn't play until there was 2 minutes left to go in his first preseason game. They didn't play him till the very end.
I mean, my choice would be to try to trade Pickett, although I don't think you can get anything for him. But
him being hurt doesn't help us right now. I need that guy to at least play and show a little bit of a pulse for that. But also, those rookies need to prove that they're backup worthy now to make them expendable. Those are the things we need to have happen.
Yeah, but that's a good point. They're going to carry 4 quarterbacks onto this roster, aren't they?
Well, because the 2 are hurt, it makes it cloudy right now. If they weren't cloudy, I wouldn't be willing to commit. But as we sit here today, it appears so. Maybe that changes next week.
There will be a
Philly game.
So what are the other things that you'll be looking for closely? Like I brought it up already. DeAndre Carter, Tony Brown. These guys, these special teams ace guys, can somebody please beat these guys out? Like, can one of all you other guys at wide receiver please, make DeAndre Carter irrelevant? Like, I'm so sick of carrying guys that are just on the team to return kicks. Or
hamstrings your roster flexibility, man. It doesn't make any sense to me that you wouldn't want someone who can do both, And usually it's just a young player who doesn't have a full-time role in offense yet, and that's how you bring them along. But for whatever reason, this regime's been hell-bent on getting a guy who that's their singular focus. The one thing with Carter and they wanted to do it with Nyheim Hines last year. They wanted to do it with Akeem Grant. Where they get these guys who – their role in the offense would only be as a gadget player. Their role wouldn't be they just line up and win in their position. They're just going to be gadget people and then return guys. And for whatever reason, they're hell bent on getting that dude, man.
They want that to be like. And listen, DeAndre Carter had 1 good year as a wide receiver. If you told me he was going to be that as a wide receiver, I could listen to it. And he's made some catches in camp and stuff. But I just don't. He's not it's not like he's 25 years old.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
And even worse, maybe even more egregious, is carrying a 6th corner that can't cover a door. because he can be a gunner.
I saw him get a pick yesterday. What you talking about? My boy Tony Brown.
I know
This
that's
besmirchment.
ridiculous though. I mean, he
Those dudes are
cannot.
going to be practice squad. I do like. I'm with you. You know, I'm with you. I do not want
I
guys
know
that
you're
are just
with me
strictly
on
special
this.
teams. But last year, how they handled it and put all those dudes on the practice squad. They had like 4 guys who could be gunners. They're all just chilling on the practice squad, and they would call them up individually.
Um, but they had what's his name up, Mike.
I almost said Adams. If that isn't correct. That's a different
It's
defensive
not
back.
what's the guy's name they had up as their 6th corner, and he was their gunner.
His name was Mike. I don't know.
Special
to me, they're all
teams
they're all Tony Brown to me. When you're that guy, that's who you are. Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Exactly.
Mike Ford. Good job, Jacob.
Interesting question here. I really don't know much, but why does it seem like some who cover the Browns are a bit or very pessimistic about the team?
Yeah.
Is it just because of the individuals on the team or just the team history in general? I think it's the team history. I think it's
We're paying the Watson tax still, brother.
the Watson. We're on the back end of the Watson effect.
But that cloud's still heavy. That cloud's still heavy over top of us because of it.
And that doesn't sit right with a lot of people. And a lot of people look at this season as a rebuild season. And I don't look at it that way because I've seen too many times that each NFL season is its own entity, and each team takes its own form, and identities are birthed and grown, and teams become what we never thought they would be. So I will never just throw in a season as a throwaway. It's too valuable. So I'm always going to be a little more optimistic than the average probably person about this team and what they can accomplish, but I know that and I'm okay with that. But that's hoping for best case scenario. Like, this is what we need. We need this. We need our running game. We need the defense to be top 5. We need, to win on the margins, to not be penalties, shooting ourselves in the foot. We need to win the turnover battle. And we need the kicker to make some kicks and win some close games. And then this team could play some meaningful football in December, and that would be a good season. And
when I look at what we came off of last year, 3-14, you look at what you come off the year before, and you're 11-6.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think
same roster.
Closer, yeah, I think this is closer to the 11-win team than it is the 3-win team. What does that mean? 8 wins? Maybe that might be where you're at this year. Maybe you can squeak in the back end of the playoffs. I will say this for my view of it, and everything you just said was true. You need this defense to be truly elite, be difference makers. You need the offense just to keep them fresh and to not screw this thing up. And with Flacco at the helm, I know that you can score points. I don't know. If you score 22 points with this defense, you should win most games. That's the way I look at it. Now, JOK not being there, Martin Emerson not being there, that hurts. In my mind, those are roster cornerstones. Now you've gotten good replacements at both those positions. For what
Schlesinger looks like a dog,
doesn't he? He's going to be a team favorite. I've said it the night we drafted him, dude. I know a lot of people were like, "What?" They didn't see it coming, but when he starts getting on the field, you're going to forget all about that shit. The kid is a player, and the fact that they've already handed him a green dot that doesn't happen, man. Look across the league; there ain't too many rooks rocking that green dot, brother.
That bodes well for the future too.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this, James. I don't think the NFL cares. The NFL does its own investigation. They don't care if you're exonerated or not. They're going to suspend him regardless.
They like to let the legal stuff play out when they can. They like that to have that happen first, but That's a completely separate investigation than what happens in legally.
Yeah. And I think Devin Bush will start the season suspended as well.
Yeah. I feel way crazy. And a lot of it's Schlesinger. But if you had told me, like, hey, man, before the draft, you've been like, JOK ain't going to be here next year and Hicks is going to retire, I'd been like, oh, damn. I like Jerome Baker. I think Diabate can do some stuff. I know they're higher on Winston Reed. Nathaniel Watson's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle. Someone that coming out last year's draft, like, oh, this kid could possibly see a role, and it didn't work out for him, as a rookie. That doesn't mean he couldn't have a role, in the next 2-3 years when he's under contract. But then you go get Schwesh, and that changes shit for me, man.
What do you think happens to David Bell? I guess for me, it depends on his health timeline.
Yeah, they've already shown you that they're willing to walk away from him. They've cut him before. But not being able to be on the field, your availability is going to hurt because these other guys are going to be out there making plays, and if someone can separate themselves, man, that's the league.
Did they? Didn't they suspend Rashee Rice? Didn't he miss the beginning of this season on suspension?
Yeah, he was going to be suspended. Then he got his knee blown out by Patrick Mahomes last year. And then the Chiefs actually went to the league like, hey, can you suspend him now after he was already hurt? And they laughed. Like, he's...
So he didn't serve a suspension yet?
Not last year, no. They started the season, and then he blew his knee out, like, immediately. And then his season was over. And then the NFL didn't suspend him because he was already out. Like, what's the point of suspending him?
Oh, because he was already out.
Yeah.
But he was going to serve it.
Well, they hadn't dished it out yet.
So
at that time, they were still,
now.
you know what I mean? They were in this exact part of it when he got his knee blown out.
Okay.
Of their,
Yeah, so that's
but Addison
different
what, Addison get 3 games?
What?
Addison got 3 games?
Yeah.
Right. I'm still banking on Judkins probably getting 4. If it's 6, I'm not going to be shocked, but I think it's probably going to be 4.
I think 4 to 6, and the question is, will they? I guess these guys are making the point that they will wait until the case is resolved.
Not in all cases.
I don't necessarily think that's the case.
Yeah.
But they could. I mean, they tend to want.
The league's probably not happy with this thing getting extended either. They probably would have preferred to.
No, because I saw somebody say that the case is now pushed back till next year. So
the window originally was in the state of Florida, 60 days is what the speedy trial is. So right now it's pushed back up to 175.
Yeah. So Addison's hasn't been resolved, and they already suspended him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jamari Thrash, man, we talked about him, man. He's having a good camp. I like what I've seen from him.
Working a ton out of the slot.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. It has been resolved now, says Jacob. Okay. No, Judkins has not signed yet, and I guess I don't know how it's going to play out. I thought they would suspend him, but I mean, I guess they could let him play this year, and then he'll serve a suspension in his second year after it's resolved. But I mean, that's a bad look for the NFL.
They're not above
isn't it? Huh?
What? Is it a bad look for the NFL if they let him play this entire year because it's not resolved and then he comes off?
I mean,
I don't know. They have to abide by the NFLPA stuff. So if they can suspend him and they have cause to do so in their investigation, they will. I mean, Watson was never charged.
Yeah, I mean, he can dispute it, McLaughlin, you're right, and maybe it, yeah, and maybe it, I think you're right, Pat Shea. Basically, and that's kind of what I was saying is the NFL investigation is completely separate from the legal one.
Mm-hmm.
Would they prefer to wait for the legal one to be done? Yes.
Makes their job easier.
Will they? If they have a finding beforehand, I think they will hand out a suspension if they need to.
Yeah, and we don't hear the whole shit. We don't know if they've already interviewed her. You know what I mean? I don't know her name, but
Yeah, we have no idea where in the timeline they are with their
exactly. So
investigation.
it's hard to say, man.
But like, don't you get the feeling like in the meantime, in a case like this, wouldn't they just put him on the exempt list? Couldn't he end up missing the whole
My
year?
question is, can they? Because he's not signed. Like I don't. This is
I
uncharted
mean, when
territory.
he comes back, he has to sign first.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know I don't know how much of a role that plays and what can happen and what can't happen because he's not even under contract with the team.
Right. So I'm saying, you know, eh, but who is it benefiting him not signing right now? Nobody. I mean,
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
nobody. So once he's signed, like if I'm the Browns, I want him to, like this lasting till next year. Not great. I don't think. Personally, maybe I'm wrong. Like you said, his mom's a lawyer, whatever.
Yeah, he's not
But
flying
like,
blind and just taking it like he's been given advice to do so for whatever
right.
reason. Whether it's giving him time to get his case together, whether it's giving him extra time to reach a plea agreement or even
Whatever that is, the more impactful for us outcome than the legal side is what happens to him with the NFL.
yes.
I think the NFL is going to give him 4 to 6. It's just a matter of when.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd prefer to get that out of the way and have it fresh back in the end of October.
sure.
That's my greedy self.
Yeah. And then for the Browns, they told him to go take care of that and stay away for the time being. But at what point do you bring him in and have him sign the contract? Somebody with the Browns organization has to be in communication with the league and know where they're at. Like, how would you like us to proceed? Do you want him signed so you can suspend him? Do you not want him signed? We're not just going to have him sit out for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, somebody has to be back channeling this.
Yeah, and I don't know what that. I don't even know what that process is. Like, are he allowed to? Okay, so where are we at? You guys,
We got to. I mean, they got to. I mean, teams have. Anytime there's a player in a situation like this, they have to. There has to be a liaison to the league, and like, we want to do, what you would prefer with this player, because that's the only way you get any leniency. If you're going to play difficult around the league, you're going to
you're
they
the full
can
weight
just
of it. Yeah,
they can
they'll
just
make an
penalize
example of
you
for sure.
on the back end of it. So if you're the Browns or any organization in this circumstance, you're back channeling through the league. How would you like us to handle this? At some point, I think that they say get him signed and we'd like to hand out the suspension now or whatever. But if they say, yeah, he can't just sit out there not signed and us start the season, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would think not. I would think not.
That's only hurting us. Yeah, I mean, to Chef's point, and that's kind of what I mean is that it's the NFL's decision. I mean, Hall's alleged accuser, recanted most of the original accusation, and he was given disorderly conduct. The league did not care and still gave him 5-game suspension.
Was it 5? I couldn't remember.
Well, he was on the commissioner's exempt list for 4,
and then
they added 1 more, and then he was done.
And it might just be the fact that he's not under contract. The reason he's not already on the exempt list. Has Florio weighed in on that?
That's a good point, Pat. What?
Has Florio weighed in on that?
On
what him not being signed hamstrings?
I haven't heard him. I would like
because
to
he
hear
should
him.
be on the exempt list already, in my mind, for what it is.
I think that's I think this is another version of that, right? Like, he would be on the exempt list right now if he was signed.
I'm assuming, right? That's the reason
Right.
I don't know.
and I think that's why he's not signed.
I wish he would because it would count as time served.
It yeah,
He'd still be able to practice. He'd still be able to do stuff.
that's my concern. So if you do bring him in and you do sign him, well, Mike Hall practice for like 2 days and then they put him on the exempt list and then you can't practice.
Yeah.
But like if you bring him in,
which makes no sense too when you're a guy in a trouble situation to take that part away from him. Like you can't be in the building, you can't be in meeting rooms, you can't be at practice. I get that you can't play in the games, which is the actual punishment. But like
we need a lawyer. We need a lawyer.
Let's get Judkin's mom on here. Let's do that.
Why isn't Bush on the exempt list? I don't know.
We need a lawyer.
They haven't even handed out his suspension yet. Because he took care of it swiftly, and it happened in the off season. I think that would be my answer.
I'm only fluent in bird law.
Bird law. Yeah. So, but I think Bush will get suspended.
Yeah.
There's a date that they hand out the suspensions for all these guys.
Is there?
It's coming up.
I wish it was already here. I wish we already just knew.
Pat makes a good point.
An important part of this defense, man.
Pat makes a good point about the NFL going first. Accepting a suspension might be an admission of guilt, which compromises his legal defense. Here's my question to that, though, Pat. I don't think you have to accept the suspension. You just take they hand out a. Bush has a court date next Friday. Interesting.
It's not like you negotiate and be like, okay, I'll take that and accept
that. I guess my point would be to avoid that, you're always going to appeal. Whatever decision the NFL hands down, almost every single time the player appeals it.
Even if it's only one game, you still appeal it.
Yeah, they still sometimes they knock a game or two off on appeal. Right? We've seen that happen time after time. Like, oh, he appealed it. It's only 2 games now after the appeal. Whatever. So if you're appealing it, it's not an admission of guilt. They're just punishing you. It's not
even
you
then, I don't think the
it.
legal side can take that into consideration when looking at his individual case for what he did on the date, because they don't punish you for how. I don't think that can be transferred over into that realm. I don't think that can be like in court. They can be like, well, he was suspended by the NFL. I think that counts.
Yeah. I would. That's a good point. Good. That's true, Broken Arrow. I believe that to be true as well. So, things I'm watching, areas I'm very intrigued about. We've already kind of talked about. Want to see who plays well, wide receiver. But nickel, Cam Mitchell, Miles Harden, neither have shown much so far. I'm very weary about Mitchell. And then when they're in dime, is it Jenkins? Is it Casey? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, what's going to be the route that they go?
Yep.
Yeah. Does Chris Edmonds look really good? Does he play a lot? You should see some edge players. Is Alex Wright and Isaiah McGuire going to play? They should.
They should. Yes, I would hope that those are your 2 starting defensive ends for the game.
Does Cameron Thomas make an impact?
Just like Edmonds, his name keeps popping up. Cam Thomas's name keeps popping up, man.
Cam Thomas, Edmonds.
Sam Kamara recently came back too. I know that's another guy to keep an eye on.
Kamara, Hutchinson. Huntington.
I
always say Hutchinson. Aiden Huntington, Pat, Shay, you're right. He looks super explosive at times and will be fun to watch. I mean, this defensive line, yeah, Fumble says too. Can't wait to see Huntington. By all accounts, this defensive line was dominant against the Panthers. The defense was good against the Panthers. So, in the joint practice. So, and their depth is really good too. So,
Yeah, I'm excited to see the defensive tackles too. Like I want to see Briggs. I want to see. Obviously, we want to see Mason Graham and Carson, right? I want to see what it looks like with those two on the field. Are they really going to tilt the balance? Because what they can do in the middle now.
It is. You're right. Motorsports. You are right. I think that just from the aspect that in camp they can't seem to run the ball outside of the first team.
Which is weird because if you'd have told before camp, like I felt better about the depth. You go get a Cornelius Lucas. You have a Tevin Jenkins. You know, Zinter's coming in his second year. You got Cohen coming back. You got Weipler. And then it just hasn't, for whatever reason, man.
Yeah, here's the weird thing about the depth in watching a run game in camp is Veterans Days off. Who's actually out there? Mm-hmm. Is it a mixed match group? Is Jenkins playing left guard because Batonio's got the day off? Mm-hmm. When exactly does the second team have Cornelius, Jenkins, Zinter all out there
Cohen
at once?
And Whippler. Yeah.
Probably not that often.
Yeah. Lorenzo Thompson's getting run at guard right now.
Yeah. His name to watch. Man, we're some sick pups tonight, man.
I'm trying to hit the mute for you guys so you don't have to hear what's going on.
You're doing good. Yeah, but so those are names. Chris Edmonds, Cam Thomas, names to watch for sure. All the wide receivers. Well, I'll be watching the wide receivers on the Panthers too. If I see one I like.
Yeah.
Waiver claims. I'll take anybody. Whitebeard, absolutely, James McGee. Whitebeard trying to make this roster. He's making a push.
I got one. That's going to be like nails on a chalkboard. Dustin Hopkins.
No, come on.
I need to see it. I need to see that you're back. That was such a liability last year, man. Auto Works just posted something for you.
Yep. We'll fully pass on that one.
I'm telling you. So last Thursday, I went downstairs.
Too bad it wasn't a real game, because then I would have lost the bet.
I went downstairs and I was watching it, and then it went to halftime, and I turned it off. When I turned it back on, the first thing I saw was Brendan Rice catch a pass.
If it was a real live NFL game, I would have lost the bet.
Well, if it's the third quarter of the Hall of Fame game and you're playing, it's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. It bodes well for me again.
Part of the rotation, you know what I mean?
Year 2 now, so I'm even. I mean, is he really?
And they
available?
also signed Keenan Allen, pushing him even further out. I've been paying attention. They probably will. I mean, like I said, you're playing the third quarter of the Hall of Fame game. And they went out and just took a 30-whatever-year-old receiver?
I'm not. I may look like a complete dumbass, but I'm not a complete dummy all the time. Sometimes when I see somebody like Brendan Rice and I say, I swear to God, this guy cannot play football worth a lick, I mean it, and I might be right.
You might be right. You
might be right.
You might end up on the Ravens. You might.
Maybe end up on the Ravens, yeah. Unlikely.
Might end up. Man, I would just hold off on the victory lap yet. You got a little. Let's get through training camp. But if he's still on the bench, you know, if not playing for a team when you get to regular season, then get your pom poms out.
You might be able to hire him to wash your car in a couple weeks.
You know what I mean? You might buy a car off of him. I think you're selling him short.
Buy a car. He might bag
some
groceries for you. We've got Jerry Rice's son down here selling Hyundais.
Oh shit!
We got the 2026 Hyundai Tucson in Santa Fe with Jerry Rice's son Brendan down here. He'll try to catch a football and sell you a car.
I love that last comment. That would be the
Rice to the Browns. I know.
and look who throws
That
it.
is
And Pickett throws him the pass that loses you the bet.
I would listen. That would be the only thing that would have me fully in on like I'm out on evaluations from Andrew Berry. Fully out.
That'd be it. That'd be the straw that crippled
That'd
the camel.
be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because like I know this guy runs like he has a stick up his ass. He's not athletic. He's a terrible wide receiver. I've called it for 2 days. I watched this film. I said it back when we were evaluating him. You guys said, "Oh, come on." Josh said, "Oh, come on. He's better than that." Said he will never catch a football in the NFL. I don't care. We're almost there.
We're almost there.
It's not looking good for him. If Andrew Berry brought him in, I would be fully in support of firing him because that to me tells me that like his ability to evaluate talent is completely gone.
Small hands to bad hands.
Yeah, small hands, big dreams. Bad hands. No athleticism. Kenny Pickett to Brendan Rice is a football team's worst nightmare.
Keeping defensive coordinators up all night long.
Yeah, right.
Can't sleep thinking about that connection.
Whitehead, we got a lot of Whitehead supporters.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, no, better known as Whitebeard.
I will only refer to him as Whitebeard henceforth.
I still kind of, I mean, I like Whitebeard. I just don't know.
I'm with you. I am worried, and this is, I'm trying not to be irrational. I am worried that if Njoku gets hurt,
Yeah.
you need a guy who can do those things.
Okay, I don't know if
Fannon's not that guy. Fannon's a supplemental guy.
He's not. He's gonna play the same role whether Njoku's hurt or not.
I would
for the
rather
most
have
part.
I would rather have Akins. I'd feel better about
Right. So
Harrison Bryant. I can name a couple also Rans that have been here that I would feel more comfortable with in that scenario if Njoku were to have like a high ankle sprain or a groin that kept him out for 2-3 weeks.
So your tight end 3 has to be able to play tight end 1 because Fannin isn't going to do that. He's not going to go in line for you.
He ain't digging out an edge on the backside, dude.
No.
It ain't happening.
And
Not
I
yet.
don't know
I'm
if
not
that
saying
guy.
it's not ever in the cards for him, but like he's 238 pounds, man. Let him be the unicorn.
And right now, I don't know if Whitebeard is that guy either.
If you were to tell me he has to give you 15 snaps, cool.
Okay.
But if you, like you said, if the starter's out and I need you to play 55 snaps.
And that involves being a downfield weapon because we're in 12 personnel the majority of the time. Yep. I think that there are better options. Probably available or soon to be available.
Yep, 100%. To me, he's one of those classic. If he's on your practice squad, you feel good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean he'll be practice squad guy at worst. I think. Right.
I would assume so. See how it plays out. See who becomes available. That's the other anomaly. And this is the thing that I don't like. Is I liked it when it was in tiers, when you went from 90 to 75.
Yeah.
And then you would have, you know what I mean? Now it's just this.
Dude, it's a clusterfuck.
1,500 people hit the open market.
Thousands
once, dude.
plus players are available at one time.
Yeah, I like the old way better. No, I get it. The other players, I also think there should be more active. I don't think 53 because you don't even get 53. 53 is on your. You have to make some inactives. I think that number should be 57, and then you have 53 actual actives. It would create, even if it's only 4 more spots per team. Look across the league, man. That'd be great.
More jobs,
and the injury rate's 100% in this league. Like I think that.
Why is it only 53?
I don't get it. I will never get it. Look on a college sideline, dude.
It should be more like
90
60
out there at one time, but like, come on.
It should be like 60. You can dress.
I was cool if you told me 57. And I know it's only 4 more players, but man, that just gives you so much more flexibility with what you could do.
Yeah,
because they did expand. They should have done that when they expanded the practice squads.
There's enough talent out there. I mean, you got a whole nother league.
There's enough money. There's enough money.
Enough money.
Let's do the damn thing.
So teams don't hoard players. You think?
I don't think that extra 4 players per team would do that. Because you're going to be into who you're into. You know what I mean? And for you, it might be so you get that returner, and then you're not feeling as bad about having a guy who only returns. But when you only have 53, man, you see it. The margins are super super slim. If you could carry a few extra offensive linemen, an extra safety.
7 hours, 23 minutes.
Like the one rule that doesn't make any damn sense is like you never dress more than a kicker. You never have a backup kicker. But like you could have your 3rd string quarterback dress, not be part of your roster, but if the other 2 guys get hurt, he's allowed to come in.
Yeah, you should be able to dress a second kicker in case of an emergency.
It makes no sense because the other thing that doesn't happen is how come none of these punters can fucking kick? None of them. It's like
it's also a great point.
It's fucking insane, man. Like it's a pretty similar skill set overall. If you grew up doing one, you probably did the other at some point. But then when you never see it happen. Or
at least in the day after day grind of training camp, maybe the kicker could show you a thing or two in case he goes down during a game.
Call me crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, CBA agreed. Yeah, I mean. You're right. I mean, the roster, I wonder, to the point of not hoarding players, it's actually a really good point. I do agree, maybe 60 is too many, but 4 more active players.
128 players in the league. Be 4 for 32.
I don't think make a difference because ultimately, if teams could dress... So you're saying dress 53, carry 57?
Mm-hmm.
If you dress 53, I think ultimately those players would see the field.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do. You could be. There could be more specialization. And so, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Njoku is our emergency kicker. He sure as hell thinks he is.
He tries every time there's an opportunity.
He tries.
He
pissed Stefanski off with that shit. That was so funny. I love that soundbite.
Stefanski did not have time for that nonsense in the moment. That's for sure.
No. Did you see the? Have you seen the video of Njoku and Flacco in the?
Yeah, in the golf cart.
Dune buggy thing.
Was it a dune buggy? I couldn't tell what they were in.
He's like, Joe Flacco, and they just look over to him. He's just laughing. Dude, that right there is why Flacco is your starting quarterback.
Yes.
Dude.
Yep, they're not taking videos with Pickett.
No.
I don't know.
Probably have to duct tape his hands to the steering wheel just to get him home. He can't hold on. Can't grip it.
Can't grip the steering wheel? We still haven't done that. We haven't measured our hands on air.
Hang on, Kenny.
Just duct tape them on there. Little mittens. Kitten mittens, Pickett.
Kitten mittens, Pickett. All right. Yeah, we need to do the I'll remember next time.
I'll have to get a ruler up here.
It don't. Can't we just use a tape measure?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get a ruler and just set it on my desk and just measure my hand.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right. It's that time of the show. Time to switch things up. Listen, before we switch things up, all bullshit aside, all conspiracy theories aside,
Mm-hmm.
this is a fucking exciting game.
Yes, I'm pumped.
It's
Pumped to see what it
very
looks like.
exciting to watch, to get a chance to watch Shedeur start. I'm thrilled. There's lots to watch on this team. For a preseason game, this is cool.
Yeah.
So fire up, right? Lock in. Tune into the pregame and the postgame here at the OBR. TV shows, and this is not like just background, right? TV shows that
Don't do it. Don't even entertain them.
I'm not.
Don't do it. I see it. I see what you're doing, Jacob.
Shady.
Try to slip one in there past the goalie.
He did. TV shows that you can watch over and over and never get old. But like in the way that like you can watch them every year or two and it's like watching it the first time. Like you're that enthralled with it like you were the first time. Right? You know what I mean? Like Mad Men is motorsports. I haven't seen Mad Men all the way through. Have you?
No, I've seen it. Most of those shows that I've seen now are through clips. Like I know who Don Draper is. I've seen a few episodes back in the day, but most of the stuff I've seen is just through like YouTube shorts.
Supernatural.
Dude, Jacob's into it. I know a lot of people that are into Supernatural. Like that's
Are you serious? That show's terrible.
I've never watched it. I like the actors that are involved though. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm a big fan.
I know, me too, but Supernatural is an awful TV show, though. Good Lord. So, do you have one?
Yeah, Deadwood.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Deadwood, dude? It's Timothy Olyphant.
What is Deadwood?
It's the town where Wild Bill Hickok was killed.
Is this a show?
Yes, HBO. Timothy Olyphant plays Seth. You can watch it. You just every time, I don't know, man. I've watched it through and then started over 3 separate occasions and just run it. You know what I mean?
Where was it on originally?
Huh?
Where was it on originally?
HBO.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Deadwood. I've 2005 and 6, maybe 2006 and 7 is when it aired originally. It was great. It was amazing. But HBO was like, you know what I mean. I could do the same thing with Boardwalk Empire. I could, they just had so many shows around that same time period. It was just like you just watch them, and I could rewatch them, and they still hold the same weight. The Wire, obviously, like so many in that from that genre.
Is it a Western?
Yes, this takes place while Bill Hickok is there, and it's through his death, and then it carries on past. Ian McShane plays a bar owner. Dude, he's got the filthiest mouth of anyone who's ever been on television. He's hilarious in it.
Billions was listed. Stargate.
I've never seen Billions.
Billions was good. I didn't.
My man Dan Soder's on it, and I've never seen it. I should see it.
Yeah, I gave up on it when. Yeah, he is. I didn't even realize that. I forgot he was one of the analysts. I gave up when they switched from the main character for a season.
I don't know
That
enough
threw me
about it.
for a fucking loop, and I gave up on it. So here's a show. I don't know even if you like it or not, but a show that I can rewatch whenever, and I will still get just as like locked in on it all the way through. Lost.
Oh, really? I have never watched a minute of Lost. It was a
Really,
huge phenomenon. Yeah, I didn't have terrestrial TV back then. Like you know what I mean? And
you gotta give it. You gotta give it its
I'm
due.
so far backlogged on shows though, it ain't happening. I just gotta be honest with you. I don't think it's ever happening for me.
That's dude. That's like in my top 5.
Okay.
I mean, it's that. I mean, really, really, really good television. Um, Banshee.
I haven't
I've
watched it all
seen.
yet. I haven't watched the entire, but
I've seen 3 or 4 times now, and I could start it tonight, and I would want to finish it tonight.
but you've never watched The Boys, right?
I tried it. I couldn't. It wasn't my jam.
Dude, Anthony Starr, the guy who stars in Banshee. Anthony Starr plays Homelander. He deserves all the awards for that character. Homelander's like one of the most insane characters anyone's ever played. That dude, Anthony Starr, is a tremendous actor. He's great in Banshee.
Terrific.
Yeah,
Terrific.
Banshee's a solid show.
Banshee is hardcore. It's at times a tough watch, but it is as entertaining as a show. Grips you right from the start all the way through. A highly underrated show.
Well, the Boys makes this list for me. And it's only going into.
That's right. He's like the star in that show.
Yes, he's
isn't he?
Homelander, dude. Like,
Yeah.
my God, it's the most. It's like if Patrick Bateman from American Psycho happened to be a superhero.
Right.
That level of like craziness, dude.
Yeah.
And he's perfect at it. He's flawless. And I've rewatched every time there's a new season. I rewatch it all to lead up to the season. You know what I mean? Which I did the same thing with Game of Thrones. So I obviously I got to put Game of Thrones. Just the ending of Game of Thrones put a sour taste, I think, in everyone's mouth. But
Of course.
dude, I love that show. I love the character development, the arcs. You know what I mean? For me, Game of Thrones is masterclass on how to keep audiences in the palm of your hands. Like they did such a good job. Now they fumbled the ball right before they crossed the goal line, and I can't forgive them for that. But I can't overlook the fact that it was a decade running, and for 9/10 of that decade, it was amazing TV.
Incredible. Yeah. Auto sport. Motorsports. I never know what to. That's a fair trade. I've already committed to Deadwood. I wrote it down. It's on HBO. I love HBO shows. I'm watching it. So you're in on Banshee. I'll watch this.
And because of Timothy Olyphant being in Deadwood is the reason I watched Justified. And Justified's on that list for me. I just rewatched the entire thing in the last year.
It is. For me, I've watched it 2 or 3 times. I don't know if it's a forever show, though.
But I've only watched it twice through. But if you were to ask me here today, in the next 5 years, do I watch that again? I'll say yes.
Okay.
Just for the speeches, just for Boyd, just Raylan Givens. I just watched this, so this isn't going on the list. But I literally just watched Jack Reacher, the show on Amazon, for the same reason I like Justified, because the dude who's in it says the cool thing and then does the cool thing. Like,
right.
For some reason, I like those shows. Now, are they corny? Yes, admittedly, they have to be. You know what I mean? But like, it's the reason I was in the Justified is the way things would work. Now, there wasn't the one thing Jack Reacher lacked, in my opinion, was they didn't have a Boyd Crowder. They didn't have a villain that you gravitated towards. Thank you. I down Ian McShane and Deadwood. It's the foulest mouth in television history. He's incapable of not cussing.
I hope you're right, Joe Mannix. All right. Any other ones that jump out? So, for some reason, Lost jumps off the page at me because I don't know. There's just something about it that is rewatchable, like things that you notice that you didn't notice the first time.
Yeah.
I think Breaking Bad will always be on that list for me,
Okay.
just on entertainment value alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story is so good that it's just always going to be there. Um, as something that, like, if I start watching it, I'm gonna want to watch it again. Um, you have any other ones?
I got it.
Like,
I got one that's not a drama. It's a comedy and it's silly.
okay,
But for me, and it's in a capsule. The first 7 seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia was on a
Yeah.
mantle for me. If I ever come across it and so on, there's zero chance I'm changing it. I know every joke, I know every line, I know every beat, and that's I don't know, man. It speaks to my soul. Those guys, and even when I see the new ones, it feels like they've been able to make this show for 20 years, and it still has the same chemistry as the originals.
it does.
I just didn't follow along because I didn't have TV for a long time. I didn't have cable, so I missed out on a lot.
Yeah,
But I've
me and
rewatched
you
those first 7 seasons. I couldn't even tell you how many times.
Yeah, me and you see eye to eye on this. I could rewatch the same episode. I probably watched Charlie. There's so many episodes that are like my favorites that I've probably watched like 20 times.
Dumpster Baby, that's up there. I've seen Who Pooped the Bed,
I like the one where they go on a road trip a lot.
and they don't get out of Philly. They're in the back of the
Yeah.
U-Haul burning wicker furniture.
Yep. And
Charlie
then,
eats a sticker on a peach.
the one where oh god, there's so many. I don't know. I've just seen them all so many times, and there's a few that I just are all-time greats, including this one.
Jesus Christ, dude. Man, down.
I got another one that's not on that level, but for me, I watch it because of the chemistry of the cast, and then the guest appearances are always top notch. Was My Name Is Earl, and I know I brought
Okay.
that up on here before, but I love the chemistry between Ethan Suplee and Jason Lee, Crabman, the whole thing, and then every week they would have a guest appearance of someone, and it always hit. It never missed. Underrated.
Mr. Robot was good. I don't know if I could go again, James.
I never watched it. My buddy watched it. He was big into it. I don't think I've ever watched a show that was on USA.
It gets really like all right, so this is a show. I don't know if a lot of you have seen this show. Well, first I'm gonna name a comedy, and then I'm gonna name a show that probably not a lot have seen, but I've watched several times and would watch over and over and over. And it's surprisingly good, like really, really good. But comedy that I can watch over and over is Workaholics.
Yeah.
Just
I named
just
one of my
nails
fantasy teams
my-
Beaver Hole 69 because of that show.
just nails my that's my kind of sense of humor all day long, right? And then The Startup.
Not familiar with it at all.
It's a show that it's a Crackle original.
Okay. I am familiar with what Crackle is.
There's 3 seasons. It's outstanding. From the first episode to the last. Amazing.
I got an offbeat one that I don't think many people have probably even heard of. It's called Kingdom. No. It's about mixed martial arts. and it takes place in California, and I've watched a lot of like people try to get that genre, and it's hard. This does it perfectly because mixed martial arts is a batshit sport, man, and it attracts batshit people, and I love the actual aspect of the best fighting the best, and everything's on the line. It's like two dudes playing like high level chess with consciousness on the line. Something resonates with me like primally when I watch that. This show embodies it, man. And it was only 4 seasons, but it was amazing, dude. It was amazing actors, and it was on like something deep. It wasn't even on like I couldn't even tell you what channel it was on. Like it wouldn't.
Kingdom.
Yeah, Kingdom. Yeah. If anybody's out there seeing it, shout it out, man. It was a tremendous show. It's got what's my boy's name? No, I'm drawing a blank. It's going to kill me. So many things happened. Real life things. So many people got their start there. It just a phenomenal show.
I'll have to check it out. Netflix.
It wasn't on Netflix when it came out, James. It came out on some like weird station deep on my TV. Like I had like if I had Direct TV at the time. This is how long ago this was. So 2015. So it was a show that was involved with that.
Show I could watch over and over. I mentioned it last time we were talking about this. Recommended it to you on Netflix. Bloodline.
And did you say something about another one too? You mentioned not the Animal Kingdom one either. Did you say Outlander? Was that one you said to me?
No, that's not my jam. But Bloodline, strong. And then there's
James,
some
I think
obvious
you are
ones.
thinking of Animal Kingdom, and Brad, I think that's what James is talking about in the chat. This one's just called Kingdom.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom is tight. Good show. I was gonna say there's some obvious ones out there. The Wire is that I think that's not a given.
It's go
True Detective season 1.
Yeah, it's a shame, right? Like, because I think like when we'll talk more about the night of later, I think that's what they were going for because like True Detective, they're standalone seasons. You know what I mean? And season 1 of True Detective, some of the greatest TV
ever.
And I even like Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell. It just didn't work the way that Woody McConaughey did.
It's entertaining. It's just not the same.
It's not the same. They couldn't capture what that was. It was so amazing. And I think the night of was supposed to be the same way, where they taped a season and they were going to do a second season, but have it be completely unrelated to the first season, just a whole different set of circumstances. You know what I mean? And they never, for whatever reason, it didn't ever go down.
Sopranos or Beverly Hillbillies? It's a wide range. Sopranos is up there.
Sopranos is good. There was so many good moments. Sopranos. That's how I saw Deadwood. By the way, it came on after Sopranos.
Yeah,
that's how I found what Deadwood was.
Severance I haven't watched, but it's on my list because I just keep hearing about how good it is. I was gonna say, you know what was good but wasn't it didn't stand the test of time, but if you watch the first 2 seasons, it will grip you. And Homeland, first 2 seasons.
I've never watched it. I've heard a lot of people be super high on it.
Sons of Anarchy.
Mm-hmm. FX was killing it there for a minute, man.
Sons of Anarchy is my jam too. Didn't like the second go around, whatever they did second. The second. Did you watch that at all? No. I tried.
No, I didn't.
I tried.
I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy at all.
You didn't see the first one?
Mm-mm. No,
oh, are you kidding me? You would love that show.
Yeah, probably. I know. Like I've seen because of YouTube. I see a ton of like little minute clips of it. You know what I mean? I'll throw it down for one more comedy. Eastbound and Down.
That show's got heart, though. Sons of Anarchy's got heart. And it's good. You love it. Eastbound and Down for sure.
Eastbound and Down, dude. I literally at midnight when I turned 30, the episode the first one came on, and that was the first time I saw it. I was literally the second I turned 30 years old, it showed up on my TV, and I was like, and I already liked Danny McBride from other things, but then him as Kenny Powers, man, I couldn't take it. Like, it was too much. Like, he had me dying. And then by season 3, it wore thin for me because it's, you know what I mean? Even though it was still ridiculous, and they do amazing work. McBride and his crew, every time they create it, Vice Principals is hilarious. Righteous Gemstones is hilarious. They don't miss.
I know. Good stuff. All right. Any other ones you want to mention?
Yeah, nothing coming to mind right now.
It's like I want you to watch all these shows. Like I want you to watch. If somebody out there watch, if you haven't seen Banshee, watch it.
I need to finish Banshee. Is what I need to do.
Yeah, if you haven't seen The Startup, you gotta watch it.
So what is it on something? Is it on something now that's not Crackle?
It was on Netflix.
Okay.
After that, let me check. I don't know where it's at now.
Yep, Eastbound and Down, loaded up and trucking. I know all about it, Connie. Got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Watch The Startup on Netflix. It's Adam Brody.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor.
He's not. Shut up. Were you making fun of me?
No. Not at all. Adam Brody's a good actor.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll tell you a weird period piece that I liked that I didn't think there would be a chance in hell I would ever like was John Adams on HBO with Paul Giamatti. David Morse played George Washington. Dude, it was good shit. Loved it.
Whoa.
What'd you do?
Didn't mean to do that.
Pull up some porn?
No. Hold on. Damn it. Stop doing that.
It's porn.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not. Can I play the trailer on one of these things?
You're going to get us booted.
Hold on. All right. We're going to try it.
Buckle up.
Hang on, folks. Nope. Not there. Hang on. I'm efforting. Okay, here we go. All right. Share. Okay. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to do stop.
Your money turns into a digital currency.
All right. You see this, dude?
Is that Ron Perlman? I can't
Yeah.
know who that is.
Right? This guy from The Wire.
You have to play it. I'll have to see it.
We all got choice. Life about choice.
We can turn this into something very real that has the power to change the world.
What does a banker from Brickell, a hacker from Hialeah, and a thug from Little Haiti have in common?
Nick gave you laundered drug money to start your company.
Your money turns into a digital currency, untaxed, unregulated, and untraceable.
You want to know what the only difference between a rich thug and a
Mr. Terrific.
You really think this thing you got is gonna make a difference for our family?
You got a rare gift, Izzy. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise.
This is Miami. Even the good get dirty. There's gonna be people gunning for us.
Have you hurt people?
Have I what?
This is my company, my baby, my code.
This is your mess, and I'm gonna clean it up for you. So you're welcome to be on your way. He never leaves you, even after you square.
We're gonna change the world.
You got supply, and you have the demand. You have the problem, and you have the solution. You have the currency of the future.
Nice. And that came out in Crackle. I bet that's under the radar for a lot of people.
Yep. Yeah, they are. But yeah, it's really good.
And
Give it an effort.
Is it just one season, or how you?
3?
They got man. That's definitely under the radar for me.
Yeah. It was for me too till they yeah, until they threw it up there of reminds me of a GTA trailer. Love the game. But yeah, it's really good. Check it out. That and Banshee are my recommendations. So
The mic went away. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
come on, man. I want him to ball out.
I want him to ball out too, but we ain't got to do that. I don't need him to do that tomorrow either. I want him to ball out.
All right, I'll just do it.
It'd be cool if
in
a teammate
secret.
did it. If like he threw him a touchdown and his teammate did it, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I would like for him to refrain to do it at least until it means something. That'd be cool.
I just hope he does well.
Me too, man. Me too. And I'm fully preparing myself for the terrible discourse that follows. Because nothing, as far as the discourse around, it's all going to be weird. But I am pumped.
Yeah, there's Pat Shea. There's a pregame and a postgame tomorrow. Pre and post. Jeff will be handling the pre with whoever's with him, and I'll be here post with Casey and whoever else pops in.
It'll just be me coughing, trying to get through sentences.
Time for pregame, 6 o'clock.
6 p.m.
Game starts at 7, pregame at 6. Postgame as soon as the game ends.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so too, McClellan. I think so too. All right, guys, you guys have a great night. It's a fun show as always. Pushing right up against 2 hours. Casey Kinnamon, the one and only. Any parting words before preseason game number 1?
Enjoy it,
Case?
man. Enjoy it. We spent too much of the year without football, so don't.
Yep.
Enjoy it, dude. You're going to get to see a rookie quarterback get an opportunity. Let's hope he makes the most of it, and let's just have fun and stay healthy. Just everybody stay healthy. That's what we need right now.
Yeah. And one more time, because Chef wasn't listening the first time, but that's okay. I forgive you. Pre-game at 6 p.m. Pre-game show right here. 6 p.m. with Jeff. I will be here. Post-game show with Casey and whoever else wants to join us. So, yes, we will be here to react to it.
And
you guys are the best.
Immediately following the game.
Yeah.
No buffer.
Immediately following the game. Yeah. Pop right over. Let me know what you think. I'll be here waiting for you. I'll keep the light on for you. Motel 6. As long as you're not Brendan Rice. Or DTR. You guys have a wonderful evening. Best chat in all the land. Appreciate you guys. hanging out with us for 2 hours. For Casey Kinnamon, my name is Brad Ward. Shedeur, baby. It's time. Mom spaghetti. We're out.